Hey everybody, it's up. It's Chris here, PSN Stores. And today we're looking at Entwined on the PlayStation 4. This was a kind of like stealth announcement sort of deal. They had it at the E3 press conference and then said it is available now. So I've played through the game now and I figured I will show you a little bit of it. So in the game you are playing two different creatures that can never be together. One is a fish and one's a bird, and there's 9 different lifetimes that you play through. Each of them has like a different little motif to them. And what you're trying to do is trying to go through these stages and match up the characters on screen to go through little like portals or little like gateways. And to do that, each character has is using one of the thumbsticks. So the orange character is on your left thumbstick here, and the bird is on the right one. And you have to sort of do little movements to get them to go through the different gates. And it does become a little bit more complex later on. You're also trying to grab these little gems too, as it'll give you power up. And whenever your power meter at the top of the screen there gets all the way to the center, you can hit the trigger or the bumper L1 R1 sort of deal, and that will make them shoot this like energy wave off. And the more gates you go through while they're connected like that, the closer they get together. And then once they finally touch, you beat the stage and you get to go to this like 3D like inner art piece sort of thing where you just float around and you can gain more energy, and then eventually you can go around the level and like paint it. It's kind of weird. So you do lose some energy. You'll lose some energy if you miss a gate. So the energy meter at the top there, if you miss one of the gates, it'll decrease by a little bit. And the real challenge becomes as you go faster, things become more hectic and things start to twist like they're doing here. And there's multiple gates you have to go through and all sorts of stuff. So in the later stages, it does get pretty intense. And it probably, if I try to play like a later level, I probably won't be able to talk too much and play because of how difficult it gets. So you can see my characters are evolving there a little bit. They look more like birds now. Oh, and I lost it because I was trying to talk. So he's no longer a fish, he's a bird. I think if you go through all the stages without taking damage, you turn into like a dragon. Or you do this like a perfect run through the stage, basically. See, because every time they're upgrading there, I think that means they're doing something. The game does have a little bit of hitching. I don't know if it's because the Unity engine isn't fully released on PS4 yet, and that's the reason, or it's just these guys' first time making a game. So we're connected now. I'm trying to get to the end of the stage here. And one more. Boom, we got it. So that's the first level. There's 9 more of these. The game doesn't take more than an hour to beat, really. So yeah, you turn into this dragon thing, and now you can go around the level and collect these orbs so that you can draw in the sky using the L1 R1 buttons. So let's get some more of this stuff, and then we can doodle. And you can stay in this section of the game, like this level, as long as you want. You don't have to leave if you want to listen to the cool music. So you can see there, it you can draw little things here. And that's basically the game. The story mode takes about an hour to beat. There is a challenge mode, which I'll show you in a moment here. We'll play a harder level too, so you can see the difficulty that it has. But yeah, I really like the game's music. I think it's one of the better parts of it. It sort of reminds me of like Dyad, if Dyad wasn't so impossible at sometimes. Like it's a more mellow Dyad, I'd say. So yeah, let's go to the next level. I don't think we'll do level 2. We'll skip ahead a little bit so you can see. And the different gates changed based on like the element of the level. If you see later in the game, there is the challenge mode, which has different elements like water, fire, blah blah blah. So let's go to a harder one. Let's do like the 6th lifetime. But yeah, this is PixelOpus's first game. I guess they're a bunch of graduate students from Carnegie Mellon University, as well as like San Jose State or something. And this is their first game they've made. It was kind of cool to see Sony showcase it at the press conference. It's like the small team's first game. It's hey, you get a big stage to show it off. The game is also coming to Vita and PS3 as cross-buy promotion. So if you don't have a PS4, you'll be able to play it as well. So this one gets pretty crazy later on, I believe, as this thing starts spinning. Let's go for the green. Alright. Do this. Alright. Gotcha. So far, I'm doing pretty well. But I do like the music, as I was mentioning before. The music is really chill. And it plays well with the graphical styles of the levels, too. Each of them seems unique. Crushing this level right now. Ugh. As I say that, I just choke hardcore. But yeah, the gameplay doesn't really evolve much after doing this. You're either going together or you're trying to go your separate ways to make them line up and go through the gates. Oh, please make it. Whew. Oh, kind of guessed that at the wrong time. Oh, my mind is not working well trying to talk and play this. But yeah, the game is $10, and it's cross-buy, as I mentioned, so you get all 3 versions once they come out to Vita and PS3, as well as the PS4 version, which I'm playing right now. Hopefully the game plays a little bit better on PS3 and Vita, because it is like a little rough. It hitches every now and then, but that's probably just because the status of the Unity engine on PS4. I'd assume it's pretty robust on PS3, as it's been out longer, and Vita might be the same thing, where it might be a little rough around the edges. So you can just guide through the gates. I think you get the picture. Let's go to the challenge mode. So there's the challenge mode. You have to get a certain number in each level to unlock it. And there are online leaderboards for that. So in challenge mode, you have 3 lives to get as far as you can in a randomly generated stage. It does get a little more difficult. There's more technical moves you have to do with the sticks to have them correctly line up and everything. And it gets a lot faster than it does in the levels. Because if you're in the levels, you can see that if you start missing a bunch of things, it'll start to slow down. And it'll make it easier for you to finish the level. So let's see how far I can get. I think my high score is 46, which doesn't seem very high. I think I can do better than 46. Seems like 100. You have to get 180 to unlock the next element. And you can hear in the background there's like that ambient sort of water noises and stuff like that. Makes you think of like Yanni. Oh, am I gonna get it? Oh, new high score. Crushed it. Killing it right now, guys. See this? Of course, I'll probably miss in a second here because I said that. There are certain gates that are easier to read, I think. There's like one that's like got a bunch of jagged edges, which I find are a lot easier to read than this one is. And these backgrounds are tripping me out right now. Hope I can do well enough to unlock the next stage for you guys. Ah, there's one. Oh, that should have been two. Oh, there's two. Ah, there's three. Damn. 122. It's better than 46. Let's check the ranks. Okay. It's trying to load. Let's not check the ranks. Let's try one more time. Alright. I got it this time. Oh, wow, hitching. I think it's trying to load the leaderboards in the background still. Holy cow. That's a really bad frame rate. Jeez. So yeah, as I can say, this game is pretty rough around the edges still at some points. Like, that's like 0 frames for at least a second. That's pretty unacceptable, I'd say. It seems to be running fine now. I bet it was just trying to load leaderboard data. But you think they'd stop after you exiting that menu. But indie dev, maybe they'll watch this video and see that and they'll fix it. Alright, no talking. Serious game time. Well, that was pretty close. I did better. But yeah, look, the leaderboards are loaded. I was right. It did load the leaderboards and hitch the game up a bunch. But yeah, this is Entwined. It is a little rough around the edges still. But it's the first game from an indie studio, and you can see there are like that many people. They can fit on a single screen. But yeah, $10 cross-buy. It's not out on PS3 and Vita yet, but it is coming. And thanks for watching. Oh, you can change the sensitivity. But yeah, thanks for watching. Check out the review on psnstores.com. Bye.